Good morning, friends. Yep, it's still morning here. I'm only on coffee number 3. Maybe it's 2. And it's still morning. I feel like it's okay. I feel like I'm in the clear. So something happened yesterday that just sort of startled me and kind of shocked me. And I think if you're a mom, you're going to understand exactly what I'm talking about. And it shocked me in a good way, but it kind of took me aback, and I had to think about it, like kind of be in the moment for a little bit. And I have to share this. It's one of those moments of like, I can't keep this to myself. And again, if you're a mom, you'll totally understand. So this is my office. It's actually the basement where my family hangs out and plays. I'm not fancy, not even close. So I'm Joni Rail. If you've never caught one of my videos before, I am a certified mentor to moms. And what that means is I am so blessed and honored I get to help overwhelmed, stressed out moms find joy, find structure, get that peace of mind that we're all really looking for as moms. And I get you because I've been there. I was so overwhelmed. And the funny thing is, I got to a place where I had all the systems in place. I had all the structure. And I was so overwhelmed. Like, I can't believe I'm sharing this, but my husband and I were just talking about it the other day. And I was like, sweetie, do you remember when all I wore were those ugly jogging pants every day? And he was like, why did you bring that up? He's like, yep, every day. I said, I can't believe they didn't deteriorate and disintegrate and fall up, like just literally fall off me one day. I had to finally, I think I threw them away when I got to a point where I was like, no more. I'm not wearing these. I'm not kidding. Oh my gosh. Every single day. And they looked like they were fancy Adidas. They were pretend Adidas. They were not real jogging pants. And they were like that, like shiny, slippery, like when I would walk, that's the sound they would make. Oh my God. So bad. I just had no self-respect for my role as a mother. Anyways, so I need to show you this. I digress. Squirrel. So this is what shocked me. And you might be like, what? But just hang in there for a minute, okay? Okay, so do you see this certificate I have up here? And it says that it's my certificate of completion. I'm sorry it's blurry because it's dark down here. That I've successfully completed the mentor training program. And look at the date. February 3rd, 2017. Okay? My camera is so slow. And I know, like, you're like, okay, whoop-de-doo, but here's the deal. Whoop-de-doo on the date. That was almost 2 years ago. Most people have no idea what I went through in the past 2 years to still be a certified mentor. I feel like it's qualified me even more. But not only that, it just like, it hit me so hard that 2 years have gone by, because I realized, like, as a mom, that is a huge, huge success. I completed something. I worked my butt off and I completed it. And I'm still doing it. As a mom, you know this. It's not that we don't have the motivation. It's not that we don't have the desire. It's not that we aren't cheering our own kids on, like, to finish things to completion, because we know how good it feels. But as a mom, how often do we just give up? We give up on ourselves. Not because we don't think that we can do it, but because we don't feel like we have that permission and that space to be successful. Because if we succeed in something, it might be pulling it away from our family. I know you understand this. I have friends who they're doing like a program, or they're getting a training, or they're getting certified in something, and it takes them longer than anybody else who isn't a mom. And I know that they have moments that are like, is this really worth it? It's pulling me away from time with my family. We're eating out more than I want to. We're getting, I'm making frozen pizzas. Is this really worth it? But it's feeding your soul. And you know that as you are working hard to have that under your belt, it's showing something to your kids. It's showing something to your family. It's showing something to your friends. You know that what you're doing is to serve others. And it just fills you up in your soul, and you're so proud of yourself. But sometimes as moms, we get almost to the end of that and we give up. And we justify it with, well, the kids needed me more. I'm sorry, I'm going to get a little choked up. The kids needed me more. It was too hard on my marriage. We were eating too much junk food. Well-meaning family members were like, oh, this is stressing you out. You need to remove something from your plate. And then you give up, and then you look back, and you're like, why didn't I finish that? And for me to be able to look up at that date and realize I finished it 2 years ago, and I'm still doing it. And there are days that I feel like I have fallen down and I have stumbled and I got to get back up again. There are days that I'm kicking, I'm kicking butt as a mentor. And then there's other days that I feel like I fall so short of the people that I love to serve. There are moments that my kids are just cheering me on like, Mom, you're such a great mom. And then there are days that they're frustrated with me because I didn't get it right. And so I want to encourage every single one of you as a mom. What is it that you have put on the back burner? But it's feeding your soul, and you're like, I just want to get it completed. I just want to be able, I don't care if it's finishing remodeling the kitchen. I don't care if it's finishing writing that short story, that children's story that you've got on your heart. If it's finishing that online course that you started to better your marriage. Do yourself a huge favor. It's all wonderful that we are serving our families and we're serving our children, we're serving our husbands, and we're serving at church, and we're serving God. But what happens when we take a moment and we say, what about me? For just a minute, what do I need to do to feed my soul? Because I'm telling you, when you can just fill yourself up with that success and that encouragement. Hey, Jamie. When you can fill yourself up and say, I did it. And I don't care what it is. You know what it is. You know what you need to do to fill your soul, to have that certificate, to be able to look at that.